They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gamecocks offense takes the field to start this game off. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The give on the inside. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. To the air. It's Bryant. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the back. Turning it on. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the play fake. Caught, close to the marker. It's Patterson. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. As the Wooster close, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. That's reeled in, it's Bennett. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. From the gun, the give, looking for room. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal?
Here we go.
They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. We're caught in the backfield. It's Hall. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. To open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. On his way from around the 50. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. Might as well give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the shotgun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, just wrapped up another chapter in the rivalry between Florida State and Miami, and here's how it went down. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. Iron sharp.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
He breaks the tackle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Fires one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on second and inches. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just plowing ahead. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. On the ground, it's Howell. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Bryant. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Bryant. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Skinner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more. He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's up to 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it to the right side. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump. A better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Intercepted deep in his own end. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's Lacey. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it's good from 58 yards out.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Washington. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
They kick it away on fourth down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Power football with the run. Got his first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about reverse plays is you take advantage of the defense's fast flow. And when they saw the ball going one way, everybody started running at it. And all of a sudden they flip it to the receiver on the reverse going back the other way. He's got way too much speed for anybody to catch up. It's a really good play call and good timing on that play call as well.
Kentucky has it back and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Fights off the defender.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The sweet feet buy a little time.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Gilmore. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Converts on 4th down, still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Here we go.
Here they're trying to get to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads it left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The inside handoff. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Bounding over his head. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. And these guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Howell. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks picks up some valuable ground. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock. Turning it on! Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it on the read. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end getting vertical. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys are the...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Offense uses the timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put